All right, most anticipated movies of 2023. I'm going to kick it off with an honorable mention because it's something I am cautiously optimistic about, and that is the Super Mario Brothers movie. All right, this visually looks stunning. There's so many lovely little nods to the game, including, you know, what we saw in the trailer, seeing the OG hammer and everything. I'm still just not sold on all the voice acting. And I know that's me being real nitpicky, but that's what I'm looking forward to, but I'm just, you know, going in with a little hesitation and a little caution. Number 10 for me is Oppenheimer. I read American Prometheus, and it is a fascinating look at everything that happened here, and I'm really excited to see what Nolan does with this story, especially when paired with Cillian Murphy. The two of them work so well together. Cillian Murphy's really come into his own too over the last few years, particularly if you've been watching him on Peaky Blinders. I mean, what a phenomenal actor. And to take a story about just sort of the atrocities that can come from both war and scientific innovation, I think we're going to get a really interesting story here, and it looks amazingly done. Number 9 for me, I know a lot of you are going to think it's cheesy, but I'm really looking forward to the live-action Mermaid. I'm really excited about The Little Mermaid. I think this is going to be so cute. Plus, Halle Berry, she has an incredible singing voice. Did y'all hear her in that trailer? Whew, chills! I think it's going to be great. The cast is stacked. I think the music's going to be really wonderful. I'm really looking forward to that one. I know Disney live-action adaptations can be pretty hit or miss. I've got a good feeling about this one. Number 8 for me is the Dungeons & Dragons movie. This looks so fun. I love Chris Pine as a bard. I love all the nods to the actual gameplay. The fact that we've got a gelatinous cube in there, come on. It's gonna be a good time. And I think whether you play D&D or not, it's gonna be fun for everyone. Number 7, I'm gonna get shit for this, and I don't care. I'm really excited about the Barbie movie. I think it's gonna be weird and wacky, and I am so pumped to see what Greta Gerwig does with this, because you have a phenomenal writing team, a phenomenal director, a wild cast. I mean, Margot Robbie looks great as Barbie. Everyone who's playing their various different Barbies too is wonderfully cast in this. I still don't know what this movie is. I don't understand what it's about at all. And I think that's why I'm so interested in it, because it just seems like a weird, totally out of left field kind of movie to make. So we'll see what they do. Number 6 for me is Blue Beetle. First of all, we're so excited that it's getting a theatrical release. That's really cool. And it really does show that the studio has a lot of faith in this movie. Blue Beetle's also a kind of lesser known character when it comes to the DC comic book world. So I think this is going to be really cool for people to see everything about this character, learn more about Jaime. And I think the suit is one of the coolest things that we have in DC Comics. So I'm really excited to see how they play with that, the alien tech, the scarab, all that stuff. Number 5 is Guardians 3. My enthusiasm for this will absolutely drop if Rocket Raccoon is killed. I know that's what a lot of you think is going to happen. It might. That'll bum me out. But I'm really excited to see the conclusion of this version of the Guardians. We know that they're closing the chapter on this ragtag team, and I'm really looking forward to how we do that. You know, it's always been a story about found family, chosen family, and I think that this is going to be a really emotional film, and as always, it's going to still deliver a lot of laughs. Number 4, Shazam! Fury of the Gods. A lot of mine are going to be comic book movies, but Shazam! Fury of the Gods I'm really excited about. I love Zachary Levi in this role. The fact that we have the whole Marvel family coming together too is going to be really cool. Plus, with Helen Mirren being the villain in this movie, I'm going to see this movie like 3 or 4 times in theaters because my husband is obsessed with her. But her paired with Lucy Liu, I think it's going to be an outstanding film. Number 3, QUANTUMANIA. I think this movie, well, I hope this movie, has some really big, long-lasting effects for this next phase of Marvel. You know, obviously Kang is going to be a pretty prominent threat moving forward, so to have him in the quantum realm is going to be really exciting, and I think it's going to lay a lot of the groundwork for what's going to happen with the MCU moving forward, so I'm very excited about that one. Number 2, continuing on with our comic book movies, The Marvels. I don't know about you, but that credit scene, the post-credit scene from Ms. Marvel got me so excited about this, of them physically switching places. I'm really excited to see this. I can't wait for her to meet her hero, Carol Danvers, for the two of them to work together. I think this could be a really exciting film. And finally, in my number 1 slot, we have Across the Spider-Verse. This movie looks so good. We got to see some raw footage at CinemaCon, and I have been so excited ever since. We also just had a new poster drop that has so many different Spider-Men and women that looks crazy cool. We've got all kinds of Spider-Man in there. Sensational Spider-Man. We've got our punk Spider-Man who's going to be in there too. I'm really looking forward to this one. I love the big swings and the big risks that Lord and Miller take in their work. And I think that this movie is going to just, one, push the envelope of what animation can do, but also really push what storytelling can do. A lot of times I think when we think about genre movies, particularly comic book movies, we kind of do see them in a kiddified light, or we do see them as maybe lesser art. And we certainly have that approach with animation as a whole. And I really think these guys raise the bar in such a lovely way that you can't help but see the wonder and awe and the real joy in telling stories through animation, and particularly when you have great IP like Spider-Man.